but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And Ingram holds it in. Big strides, look at him go. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
11.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. First down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report.
Likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Richardson back to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game. And some connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Lawrence going to move them around a bit. Now Lawrence rolling to his right. He completes it to Ridley. A good pickup there at 22. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They go play action with Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 29, here's second down and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and we'll start over.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Richardson off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And that tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Taking it right down Broadway. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 87 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And here on 3rd down, your number one goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And quickly they get to the line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Dragon 60.
3rd and long for Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Hey, kill.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll buy some time right. Gets this to Kirk, complete on the comeback route.
Here we go.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A throw out wide to Woods, complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Go, Reed, go.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Hey, smash Bronco! Let go!
A give for Taylor running right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 33 yards. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, hey, check that, check that. Panther Street, Panther Street.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he's going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week